Vlog with Broseph David. Hey guys, this is my very first YouTube vlog, or just vlog. But I like to call it vlog as a shout out to one of my favorite shows, which is Arrested Development. I'm sure you guys watch that. If you haven't, you should totally watch it. It's on like Netflix. It's super great. So anyways, today I'm going to talk about just my life. First off, I want to talk about starting a brand new YouTube channel, or how to start a brand new YouTube channel. And by talking about it, I mean I want to actually do it. This is my brand new YouTube channel, so thank you for watching my video, by the way, and if you like it, feel free to subscribe. I've wanted to do this for so long, and I don't know why I didn't. And I'm talking about this because I know there's a lot of people who want to create things and then they don't, or they just never get around to it. And I'm one of those people who was like, for the past 2 years, like, oh, I ought to start my own channel. I'm going to do it one of these days. And I just never did. So I had like reasons for it. I have a channel with my sister, and we make a lot of parodies on there. It's Heidi Make Cupcakes, I think, is the channel. I'll put a link in the video if you guys want to, if you haven't seen one of my videos. But anyways, I didn't have my own channel, and I was like trying to like put my stuff on there, but then I never felt like I could really do it because it wasn't my channel. So finally, somebody was just like, pull yourself together, make a channel. And I was like, oh shit, they're right. So yeah, so this is my very own YouTube channel. It's kind of fun actually to start something from the bottom and then just build it up and see what happens. But I plan on doing gaming, comedy, some cosplay stuff, and just these kind of everyday things. If you guys want a Rick Sanchez wig tutorial, let me know, because this one's feels pretty good. I could do all kinds of tutorials. I'm Tutorial Rick! Back to the actual main subject of this video, starting your own YouTube channel. So this is, I decided to document the experience, the do's, the don'ts, the good, the bad, the ugly of me doing this YouTube channel, because I know a lot of people out there, and I think everyone who's getting started in the entertainment world or in the cosplay community wants to, wants to do it, wants to have their own channel, or wants to grow their accounts, and wants to build up an awesome community. That's always been my goal, is to build a community. So like yesterday, I posted a Spider-Man photo, and I was scrolling down because I read everyone's comments and I try to reply to everybody's comments. And so yes, I do see the random ones you guys send me, and the messages. Well, the messages take me way longer to get to because I devote most of my time to the comments, so that way it's like you comment, I respond back, and then I'll try to get to the messages as soon as I can. But point being, I was scrolling down and I was seeing that these two guys, someone named David and another dude, were just having a conversation of their own. Just like tons of messages back and forth, at least, I don't know, 8 or so. And that, like, I think per person. And that made me so happy because when I started growing my Instagram, my very first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to be not about me. Like, yeah, it was my feed, my channel, or my page, but I wanted it to be a community where my followers and my fellow nerdy friends were just like talking to each other and would just start their own discussions under the subject matter, or the subject based on the subject that I posted about. So that's been like something I really wanted to see, and I've seen it happen multiple times, and it makes me so happy. As well as the reason why I comment back to everybody on Instagram is when I first started, like I told the story to a lot of people and DMs and stuff like that, but before I ever started, before I even had an Instagram or a Facebook, well, maybe in the Facebook days, I would sometimes I would reach out to to people that I looked up to. Like one of them was Zachary Levi from the show Chuck, and he was a really cool dude. He was like a spiritual comedic actor, and I thought that was really cool. So I was like, hey man, like I really am inspired by that, and blah blah blah. I just want to say thanks. And he never responded, never liked it, never thumbs up, never smiley face, or he said thanks, nothing. And it was just like, I knew he was busy, and he was famous and all, but I was just like, that feels kind of shitty. And that happened multiple times, and I was never like crazy with it. I was never like, show me where you live, or anything like that. I was just like, hey man, this is really cool, or any advice for a young actor or a young comedian, and they would just never respond. One guy did, but he was kind of a dick, so that didn't make it any better. So through that experience, I told myself, I was like, all right, someday, I made a promise. I was like, someday, if I ever have, followers or fans, I think of you guys more as like friends, but if I ever had fans, then I will, like I promised myself, I will take the time to acknowledge them, to comment back to them, message back. I know that someday it'll get to the point where I physically can't respond to everybody, but I at least want them to know that I appreciate and value their time and their support. And so that's something that from the very start, I made up my mind to do. And when I started out, it was pretty easy. I was like, 2 comments, I got this. A little while later, like 30 comments, I got this. 100 comments, woo! So some of my nights are like me staying up to like 1 or 2 in the morning responding back to people. I try to get back to everybody as fast as possible, but people are like, why would you do that? Like, why the fuck would you do that? That seems like a terrible waste of your time. I'm like, well, first off, you're wrong, and secondly, I do it because it's important to me, because if people take time out of their day to talk to me, the least I can do is take time out of my day to talk back to them, or at least let them know, hey, thank you. I made it a must for me. And they say the things that you make a must, you will absolutely do, which is kind of brings me back to the YouTube channel. So for me, a must is to create content and put it out there, and then to talk and make, and I know what I want to do more or less for my whole life. I just want to create content, and I want to entertain people, I want to make people laugh, and I want to inspire people, and I want to do it all within the art realm, like photography and movies and music and stuff like that. And I also want to do it in the nerdy genre. Like, I'm a huge geek. True story, the girl that I had a huge crush on when I was 11, I'll never forget her. I told this story on an Instagram live story once, but her friends, I was 11 and, 11, 12, something like that. Her friends told her that she couldn't date me or couldn't talk to me because I wasn't cool enough, because I was too nerdy, basically. I was a dork. And instead of her telling me that, though, she just, like, ghosted me back then. But back then, ghosting was just, like, ignoring people or, like, walking by them quickly. And because you couldn't do it because we didn't have cell phones back then. And, yeah, so that was super shitty. Now, that kind of worked out for me in the end because now, I love who I am and she's in prison. But not related to that, but she just is. But, so it worked out for me. But at the time, it was super shitty, and even my own friends didn't really want to be around me that much. They didn't want to have me over for their birthday parties because I was just like super dorky. I would do this thing where I would start laughing, and I couldn't stop laughing. I'd like, and I would like my smile would just be like so big. And I'm like, I'm trying to talk, but I can't because I'm laughing too hard. So I was a super awkward kid, and I finally grew into it. At least I feel like I grew into it. But I want to stay true to that awkward little kid who got passed up for being too dorky. I used to do this thing that I called going on full-on Broseph, or full-on Joe. And basically it's like when I was too intense, too dorky, too nerdy too soon, and most people can't handle that. And I was like, yeah, I should stop doing this. But then I realized it was actually my sister Heidi who helped me realize this. So, okay, I gotta give her credit for it. But I realized what I was actually doing was actually shutting down my personality and stop being who I was to make other people feel more comfortable. Like, fuck that. So I decided, I made a decision about, I guess like 2 years ago when I first started doing cosplay and getting into it. I was like, screw it. I'm gonna be myself, and if people don't like it, forget them. I don't need that. But if they do like it, then those will be my friends. Like, and that's how I see people who follow me. That's how I see the people I collaborate with and work with. It's like, if you can appreciate me, or if you do appreciate me and like me for who I am, awesome. You're my friend, and I want to talk to you. And if not, then go find someone who is more like you, because I'm not gonna like stop being myself just to make you feel more comfortable. Because maybe I'm a little awkward, a little dorky, or a little nerdy, or lame, or whatever to you, but that's who I am, and I love who I am. So. Yeah, so that brings me to, try to stay on topic, that brings me to the YouTube channel, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I've made YouTube videos, I've made some ones that went really big, and which is really, really cool, but I just create the things I love, and this is more or less an experiment on just making things that I like and sharing with people. So if you guys like it, please let me know. I'd love it if you comment down below and tell me what you'd like to see next. And also, if you are thinking about creating something of your own, or if you are not sure about something that you want to do, let me know. Like, I'd love to talk to you about it. I'm not a motivational speaker in any sort of the way, but I've been through that experience of wanting to do something and being afraid to, or not sure where to start, like my YouTube channel, which I've finally done, and that's why I was like, all right, this week I have to make a vlog. I have to do it. And then even then I was like, I don't know if people are gonna want to watch me vlog, so I kind of like asked everybody on Instagram. But at the end of the day, you just gotta do what you want to do, and you gotta do what you love, and the right people will come and they'll support it. So to everyone who's watched this, and everyone who does support this, thank you so much. And if you don't, that's cool. Like, maybe I'll get you on the next one. I'm Broseph David, and this has been Vlog episode 1.